culture shock for a European girl in America. Really interested to get into this video and check out what kind of things shocked a European whilst being in America. Always excited for these kind of videos. Before we do get into this, I appreciate if you guys can hit that subscribe button. Let's just straight to this and check this out.
Coucou tout le monde, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to talk about some of the culture shocks I experienced while I was living abroad in the United States for 5 years.
Okay, 5 years? Okay. Oh, this is gonna be good.
So the first culture shock I experienced was right off the gate, right when I came out of the car in the United States, was to see American flags everywhere. So it seems weird to say that. I know some Americans were like, what do you mean? Yeah, we have flags everywhere. That's normal. It's our country.
Right.
It's weird because it's not something we're used to. Like in France, you won't see that many flags. You will see flags on like government buildings and stuff like that. But usually people won't have French flags in their front yard or whatever.
Yeah, bro. In Europe, I don't even think there's one European country, I could be wrong, that would have their flags out just everywhere. It's just not a thing. Like, yeah, during like football, soccer tournaments, like the big World Cup or whatever, European Cup, there might be there will be flags out for the World Cup, right? But other than that, nah, you ain't gonna see no flags, bro.
But in the US, it's a lot more common. I mean, I know so many people that have American flags in their front yard. It's just something we don't really do in France.
They're proud.
So yeah, coming to the United States and seeing American flags everywhere, in people's backyard, in people's front yard, on top of people's car. It was just something.
Wait, on top of people's cars? What do you mean on top? What they're driving the car, they got some big ass flag just on top of it?
It's just really fun to see, and I loved it. I think it's pretty cool that people are really proud of their country and flags everywhere. I think it's cool. I feel like maybe it's a little too extra because I'm not used to it, but I think it's really cool.
Okay.
It's like the first American culture shock I experienced. So the
yeah, it is cool.
One is pretty obvious, but it's gun culture. So gun culture is really big in the United States. You have
yeah, I seen a stat that like there's more guns than people in America. But the thing is, right, I've spoken to enough of you guys now to know that, like, not everyone in America has a gun. You know what I'm saying? Like, one person might have 20 guns, but then there'd be loads of people in America that haven't even, like, they've probably seen a gun, but they don't know people with guns. They don't have a gun, they don't know people with guns. So it just depends on, like, the location, the people. But yeah.
The Second Amendment with the right to carry a gun and defend yourself, something you don't have in France. So I grew up in France and I lived there 17 years before going to the United States. So for 17 years, I grew up not around guns at all. Guns on police officers, and I never touched a gun in my life. So I came from that and then came to the United States in Pennsylvania, where there are a lot of hunters and people that believe in the Second Amendment.
Right.
And it was huge. It was a huge culture shock because I came in and I had so many people talking about the Second Amendment that carry guns around, that had many guns in the house, that go, I don't know, it was just such a big culture shock, you know? And yeah, so I went to the...
Bro, that's gonna culture shock anyone that isn't from America, though. Like, even me, where I've seen loads of videos on it, I will still go to America, and when the second I see like someone's gun on their hip or whatever, like if I'm in an open carry state, I'm gonna be like, whoa, whoa, calm down there, bro. But nah, like it's one of those topics that, you know, we're not gonna get too deeply involved into. But I've said actually, I would actually feel more safe if I could have like a small pistol in my house, right? Because one of my biggest fears is like, what if I get burgled, right? In the UK, if I get burgled, what am I gonna like attack them with? A spoon? Yo, let me just get my coffee mug real quick and attack 5 robbers, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, so that's one of the things where I kind of like it, right? Because the safety that you have, but then you've got other people that's carrying it, and you got some crazy people. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've seen videos on the crazy people as well. I ain't gonna lie.
Range many times because, like I said, I had a lot of friends that had guns themselves.
Right.
So they took me to the gun range, kind of taught me how to use a gun safely and how to shoot targets and stuff like that.
I'd love to go to gun range.
And I'm glad I got to experience that. But I still never got used to gun culture.
Right.
Even after 5 years, I lived around a lot of people that carry guns. I seen a lot of guns. I touched a lot of guns. I shot some guns, but I never really got used to it.
Yo, I've been a gamer all my life, bro. I would love to go to the gun range, man. And like specifically try out the guns that I've used in games. Bro, that would be so cool to do.
I think growing up for 17 years in a country that doesn't have that culture, even after 5 years, it doesn't change the fact that it's kind of scary to you because you didn't grow up around them. And yeah, I think it's just something I would probably never completely get used to, but I'm glad I got the chance to go to gun range and stuff.
That's fair enough.
So another thing that was kind of a culture shock for me when coming to the United States was seeing the school spirit around each school that we don't really have in France.
Huh?
So for example...
Wait, hold on. What you say? Seeing spirits around school?
Things that was kind of...
Yo, on my other channel, bro, you guys have been getting me to react to like horror things. Let's not go into spirits, but I'm not coming to America if there's spirits everywhere, bro.
Culture shock for me when coming to the United States was seeing the school spirit around each school that we don't really have in France. So, for example, like in France, like clothes-wise, in the United States, you can get so many clothes related to your school, and not in France. In France, right now in my college, you probably can get one shirt, maybe one hoodie with your school logo on it, and that's pretty much it. And that's
yeah, I've seen that, bro, and this is shocking me even watching these videos, right? Because like I've seen High School Musical, I've seen the movies, I've seen the TV shows. I didn't realize, like before watching these videos, that that's actually real. Do you know what I mean? Like your schools, like you get behind your school so much. The teams are celebrated so much. Bro, college football is massive, right? Then you got the cheerleaders for it. You got the school jerseys. Bro, it is crazy. You got the yellow school buses, man. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, when I go to America, it's just going to feel like a movie always.
Already a big deal. Like, oh, there is one shirt with a logo on it.
Man.
In the United States, like people own like 5 hoodies with their logo, their school logo on it, and like 5 t-shirts and 2 cups,
really,
and 10 pencils and whatever. In high school.
Okay, I got a question. Everyone's got to answer this in the comment section. I need to know. She's saying everyone's got it. How many of your school merchandise did you guys own? Because all I owned from my school was the school uniform. That's because we had uniforms, right? That's all I heard. I don't think we even had merchandise.
In colleges, you can find stores. Like their own school will have a store selling so many derived products about their school. Like just so weird to me because we don't have that in France at all. So it's really fun.
That is weird.
I think it's really cool that people are so proud in their school, and that kind of creates a really school spirit. People are kind of tight because they're like from the same school. So I think this is really cool. So another culture shock was 24-hour stores. So it's a very fun, lighthearted culture shock. But in France, you will not find 24-hour stores.
This would be nice.
Stores close pretty early, I think.
Yo, I'm really annoyed, bro, because like, you know, before COVID, the UK was getting a lot of 24-hour stores. A lot of 24-hour McDonald's, which I go to all the time. A lot of 24-hour like supermarkets, right? But then ever since COVID, they close at like 10 p.m. Like even McDonald's closed at midnight, bro. Like what?
I think it's like around 9:30 p.m. at night, and sometimes it's
changed
completely on Sundays or at least the afternoon. So it was really weird to see stores that are open 24 hours, and many of them.
That'd be good.
So one of the most famous, Walmart, I think it was just so weird to me. I remember one time I was at my friend's house, and it was like 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. and we were so bored. Like we didn't know what to do, and we didn't want to go to sleep yet. And she said like, oh, boy, let's go to Walmart and let's go buy some stuff. And it's just so weird. You can do that because you can do that in France.
Right.
So it's just really fun to me that you can go at 1 a.m. in a store and go buy stuff. And it's just something that we can do in France. So it's really fun to be able to do it.
Listen, 24-hour stores is perfect for me because I don't go sleep till like 6 a.m., bro. And I don't wake up till 3 p.m. So why do I want to go to the store, 6, 7, bro, when I've only just got up? You know what I'm saying? Right? Listen, I need nighttime shops, bro.
Well, so one other big culture shock I experienced, and I talk about it in many videos, is customer service. So customer
I hear this
service is completely different in France and in the United States. And when you come to the United States, when you're used to it, it's really weird to be at a restaurant and having waitress come to you many times to ask you how you're doing, if your food is good, if you need a refill. Like, it's so weird because when you go to France, like, people, like, waitress don't come to you. Like, you have to ask them to come to you or they won't. Like, you just sit down. They won't.
Yo, in the UK, I've been through this many times, man. The service isn't that great. Like, sometimes, don't get me wrong, sometimes you'll get a good service and they'll come up to you and make sure you're all good, right? And I feel like it's getting slightly better and better and better. She's French. Now, I can imagine the French service is worse than the UK service. I can imagine that. So, yeah, I feel like just in Europe as a whole, I've been watching German videos as well. I feel like Europe as a whole, the service just, I don't know what it is. The service just isn't there, bro. It's just not great. So, yeah, I think that's going to shock any European going to America.
They give you your plate and stuff like that, but that's it. They don't come to us. They won't. Like, you just sit down, they will give you your plate and stuff like that, but that's it. They don't come to ask you how you... I mean, it's more rare. It's coming in a little more, but it's more rare, like UK. And you just don't have that kind of customer service. So that was really strange. I didn't like it at first because I was, like, not used to it, so I'd like to be able to eat without anyone talking to me.
Right.
But then
that's the
I'm
thing.
more used to it, and now I'm back to French. But then
that's the thing with the Europeans, though. It's like, it's not that we don't want the good service. It's just we're so used to doing that. Like when I go to America, right, it's going to, like, catch me off guard, just random strangers talking to me. But that's not because I don't want it. It's because I'm not used to it, you know what I mean? Like, in the UK, that don't happen, bro. Someone's going to talk to me, I'm in trouble, you know what I mean? There's some trouble about to happen, right? So, like, I'm going to be on guard. I'm going to be like, yo, why are you talking to me? What are you doing? But when you get used to it, it's going to be nice.
Oh, I'm more used to it, and now I'm back to France. I, like, miss it a lot.
Right.
Because sometimes in restaurants, you will, like, be trying to find a waiter. It will take so much time. You're like, please, can someone come refill my water? And it will take so much time. But in the US, you don't even have to ask. Like, they will come and
that's so good.
And ask you how you're doing. And so, yeah, there's a lot more customer service, I guess. So I miss that a lot. Another culture shock was the difference in the relationship between students and teachers between France and the US. It's pretty different. In France, it's a relationship between guests. So I miss that a lot. Another culture shock was the difference in the relationship between students and teachers between France and the US. It's pretty different. In France, it's a lot more strict.
Oh, there's no subtitles. Bro, what's she saying?
In the relationship between students and France, in the relationship between students. So I miss that a lot. Another culture shock was the difference in the relationship between students.
Is a large chip.
And teachers between France and the US. It's pretty different. In France, it's a lot more strict, and in the US, it's a lot more chill. So in France, I would not really, especially in high school, I would not really talk to my teachers in between breaks or outside of school, you know.
Oh, he's just saying, like, the friendship between teachers and students. I don't know. If you guys caught what she said, let me know in the comments, because I don't even know what she said.
If you see them, I would not ask them certain questions. I will not feel very confident in talking with them.
Right.
In the US, teachers are so much chill. Like, the first time they introduce them.
Oh, I think she said chill. Like, teachers are chilled with the students. Oh, okay. Okay, interesting. What, so she's saying, like, teachers are, like, more like friends to the students? And then in, like, European countries, just more professional?
In talking with them. But in the US, teachers are so much chill. Like, the first time they introduce themselves, it's really funny. They usually talk about their personal life. I mean, I know a lot more about their personal life that I probably should. In France, I don't know almost anything about my teacher's personal life in high school.
Right.
And, so yeah, that was really funny to see. And even it just...
That's an interesting one, actually, because she's right. Like, in European countries, in the UK... Yeah, there's been situations where I've got really close to a teacher, but, like, in most cases, you don't know anything about the teacher other than their name.
You feel more comfortable talking to them.
Right.
You feel like you can. I mean, even sometimes I will have questions that is not completely related to the actual class, but something related to that, or I had a problem, or as an exception, so, you know, I was saying that sometimes I had other problems, and I will feel confident.
That's cool.
Talking to them and asking them questions, they will be so open to help me out. But in France, like, it's not like that so much in high school. You know, you barely talk to your teachers.
Right.
It's now the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to like.
That was really good though. She has some good points in this video. Make sure you do check her out. Her link will be in the description. Let me know any other things that you might think will shock me going to America. So I know a lot of you guys watch a lot of my videos, so you know me pretty well now. So it'll be really interesting to see what kind of shocks you guys think I would get shocked from. Really enjoyed this one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed as well. If you did, make sure to leave a thumbs up. Subscribe for more content. I'm live every single day on twitch.tv/L3WG. If you guys want to check me out over there. I do have another channel where I'm posting like horror reactions, funny reactions, police interactions. The link to that channel is in the top of the description. I know you guys will enjoy it. Make sure you go check that out as well. And I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.